Hello students, happy to see you. We are going to start the GD. The GD topic is visual design and communication. As you know very well, in current world, visual design is having a lot of importance and it's creating a lot of impact in people's life and day-to-day applications. So whoever is a creator, they have to think about the visual hierarchy so that the content would be very rich, would be more impact when we release the content to the people and audience. So what we have to think is, we have to think about the color psychology when we design the video content. We have to think about the typography and we have to apply the emotional connection, and storytelling is another important important component of every video content, and cultural touch, sensitivity of cultural importance also should be conveyed through the video so that the video will have a large impact and will generate engagement with the audience. So in this context, we are going to have this reading. I'm narrating the questions, then you can start answering your views and thoughts. Let me ask you that when we prepare a video content, we need to, first of all, we need to think about the hierarchy of the visual communication, which has to come first, which has to come second, the order. Can anyone say on this particular point?
I'd like to share about my thought about visual hierarchy. So, as you said, hierarchy means basically order of importance. How we prefer in the typography, colors, spaces, and such elements in visual thing like even design or video. So, that hierarchy concludes the importance, what it conveys, maybe it's the story or the content what it conveys. So the hierarchy may differ for the things like the hierarchy of newspaper can be different from magazine, or hierarchy from documentary is different from full feature film. So this hierarchy comprises and contains many things like color theory, typography, and story, emotional content. So the upcoming topics will undercome and hierarchy, visual hierarchy. So this is the point I think.
Well said, appreciation. As he said, we have to keep a structural arrangement which has to come first, which has to come second. At the same time, you should create a story when you deliver it so that people will understand. In this context, we need to think about the color psychology also. Okay, without color, we can't create a design. So what is the role of color when it comes to conveying your video content?
So I would like to continue with the color psychology. So basically, color psychology in visual communication comes under the perception of the influences and strength of the theme and the typography. All is related to the color segments. So basically, there are three color segments consist of warm tones and cool tones and neutral tones. Like warm tones we consider as red, yellow, orange, and cool tones we consider as blue, green, and purple colors. So these colors conveys, and one more thing, neutral color we see black, grey, white colors. So basically, warm colors represents the energy and the power field which gives the context of the content. And while in cool colors we have seen the emotional connect like sadness, loneliness, all these are related to cool colors. Like the color tone, we are separating three segments. And like white and black comes under the neutral tones which enhances the content's look and energetic. So these are the perceptions of basic three color tones. And we are contributing these things in segments of applications like designing, film making, and marketing and advertisement sectors. So these are the contents from color psychology.
Wonderful, excellent, Sri. Well differentiated the color combinations and the tone of colors is very differentiated. Also, we need to work on the typography because without the font and font typefaces, we can't make the color is very exclusive style. So anyone can say something about the role of typography, choosing the font color.
I would like to continue with typography means arranging your words in a perfect spacing and size to convey messages to audience. It reaches the audience to understand about the designs very quickly and understand the message even faster. Also, as people here is that color psychology plays an important role in also typography. Like each color depends on each personality. Also in typography, there are major five types of font. The fonts are sans serif, monospace, design, and also script fonts. These are the basic five types of font. Each font is for each personalities. I would like to also share an example for this typography. Coca-Cola company, you all know, they created a specific custom typography for their company. Their typography is prints are in script and the fonts look like a cursive letters with red and white colors.
Excellent example you have given. As you said, Afsal, typography will decide the style of the content. So how the style, the content can be delivered, it can be decided with the, not just by the color, with the font also. So that's a good example of what you said. And now what kind of emotional connection we can apply with the video content? Because people are very sensitive. People in marketing, if you see branding, they always prefer the emotional touch. So anyone can say some points on this emotional connection.
I think that in visuals are far more important than text creating catching attention from understanding the is a key to visual communications among and still I think that there is a typography. I'm just saying that human brain process image more than words, and a single powerful image can create a strong emotion of the and visual tells stories without needing any words. So people always see the catchy images, catchy colors, catchy stories. I think I'm just
Yes, well said, Aarti, because one picture is equivalent to 1,000 words. It says that's what when she says the image, it doesn't mean only the pictures. It is also about video, the GIF, graphics also. So very good. And you said storytelling takes a very important thing. Sir. How much it is important to storytelling? Can anyone say this storytelling important?
Storytelling creates so if we see storytelling, especially in visual design, it's not about only using the visuals to create an abstract visual, but also to communicate a shared emotion that connects and if we see the storytelling, every shape, every color, every image we use relate to the message we convey. For example, how Sierra said about the color theory, for like warm tones like blue, orange, that creates the sense of excitement or anything. Whereas the warm tones like white, black create the dress down. So we should use the images, colors related to what we want to convey the message. And storytelling in visual design is like takes the viewers on a journey, like first it creates an attention, and later it creates a interest, and later it brings the viewers to the strong message. So then it helps us to recognize brand later, and at the end, if we want to shortly convey that storytelling helps us to create emotions, that also helps to grow in brand.
Yes, well said, Amrita. Absolutely. Whatever the people have conveyed about the colors, typography, the various other important things has to be organized well in that structure. Then only the story will be very interesting. And as you mentioned, the creativity is first. Then after that, it has to be the trust. Then it has to get the acceptance from the audience through increasing the brand, what they are delivering. Very good. Overall, the people belonging to the culture, different cultures in India, countries like India, not only India, and other foreign countries also. We have to add a sandwich of cultural touch so that the video content will have more value to the audience. People will easily remember and they will see it's very personalized. They will see it's part of their family or personality. So can anyone speak something on this particular thing like cultural sensitivity, how much it is important for visual presentation, designing visual presentation? Well said, Swati. Yes, cultural sensitivity when it becomes an ethics part. We should not hurt anyone through the video content. We may be creating a wonderful design, but they should not give a different meaning to the different kind of people. So, well said. The point that anyone can give a conclusion with all the topics, then we can wind this discussion. Anyone? Conclusion. Overall conclusion of visual design communication.
I like the conclusion. So, it starts from the hierarchy because the typography, color theory, story, emotion, cultural things. It depends on what they need, what they want to deliver. So it depends on the hierarchy. If they want to deliver to a school or something like advertising, they want to create for the product, or they are delivering for something movies. They want to focus on the story and their moods. They are making a billboard or something. They want to prefer the bright typography. So it's all depends on the hierarchy, and this all combines and unites for giving a good visual design. So this will be the
Excellent. What they need, that has to be given. That's the conclusion he has given. Wonderful. Yes, thank you very much. We'll see you in another GD.